And there we go. Now we're live on the other platform. Boom. All right. And we are rocking and rolling. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, Dom and Gon Sports Talk. I'm Gons. That's Dom. Yeah, we're switching it up today. And we're back with another live edition of the show where we're not going to talk everything Baltimore Ravens around the NFL, but today it is Ravens pregame live. And we're excited. We're on the eve of Thanksgiving. It's about almost 11 o'clock here in the Virginia/Maryland area. So we are ready to talk Ravens football. That game is going to happen tomorrow night at 8:20 p.m. on NBC. Everybody's plates are going to be full. Everybody's bellies are going to be full, but not the Ravens fan. And people are going to be tired, but not Baltimore fans, because we have our team playing the Bengals on a Thursday night edition of Sunday Night Football. That's what they call it on NBC. It's kind of weird. You never heard that before? That's what they do. Watch it tomorrow.
It's just a weird interpretation. It
is.
But hey,
I
it's
don't know
football.
why they don't. I mean, I get it because that's the NBC program, Sunday Night Football, but it's whatever. But anyway, we're ready for it. We're ready to break it down. I think Ravens are geared up and ready to roll. Bengals are geared up and ready to roll. Let's go ahead and break some of this stuff down. How you doing tonight, Dom?
Doing good, man. Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday, Ravens versus Bengals Eve, Wednesday. I mean, there's nothing more you can ask for on a Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. Let's get it in. Let's talk this Ravens football.
Yeah, let's just jump straight in. Injury list. I think we should start there. Ravens, everybody's playing. Everybody's practicing aside from just two, and that's going to be the D tackle, Taven Bryan, who Harbaugh said was supposed to go on injured reserve this week, and Justice Hill, who popped up with a neck injury on Tuesday. So other than that, it's a full go for everybody. Baltimore, everybody on the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, I was combining thoughts. Lamar Jackson is good to go with the toe. He said he felt good when they interviewed him. I believe, what is it? Was it yesterday? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
So many questions about injuries. I bet he was fed up with it, and even was starting to say, I get annoyed when you guys keep asking me, and they just continue to bombard him with injury questions. So I bet but to see him smiling and joke about it, it feels like he's okay. He's ready for this game. They know with the capacity of this matchup. It's good to see that Lamar is ready to take over. So that means without Justice Hill, we're going to see a lot of Keaton Mitchell. Which is fine with me. It'll be the same. It'll be the Cleveland running back trio when we played the Browns. It'll be King Henry. It'll be like I just said, Keaton Mitchell and Rasheen Ali will get the start again too. So I'm fine with the backfield. That means that you need to see more of Keaton Mitchell and then your heavy dose of Derrick Henry. And if we can get those two rolling, that's going to be phenomenal. Other news, I think like I said, Kyle Hamilton returned to practice, and so did Bateman. They're all full go. So I'm excited to get Bateman back in the lineup. Maybe he could be the missing piece to help this offense out a little bit. The Ravens showed footage of him on Instagram, on their Instagram page, running around, cutting, making sharp cuts with that. I know he was dealing with the high ankle sprain, so that was good to see. And we're going to see how much his absence had an impact on this offense. I think maybe it was more than we thought because, since he went out from the Vikings game, we had some issues. So this is the night to turn it around. Bengals, as you know, they are mainly healthy with a couple of key injuries. T. Higgins is out. This is old news. And I believe one of their backup running backs are out, and so is Trey Hendrickson, but that's not a surprise. He's been missing a significant amount of time. But Joe Burrow's back. This is his first game back since injuring his toe in week 2. So, it's been a long time. It's been 11 weeks of football that have come and gone since then. So we'll see what happens. I think we're ready to jump right into the matchups. Dom, you have any injury things you want to talk about, or are we ready to jump right into the matchups?
Maybe we can jump right into the matchups. I think you covered all the key injuries. Bengals are going to be without, I think, 4 players. Including Trey Hendrickson and T. Higgins. I forget the name of the others. I don't have the injury report in front of me.
Backup running back.
Somebody. But yeah. So they have 4 injuries. They're going to be without 4 guys. But again, the main names you already mentioned in Trey Hendrickson and T. Higgins, 2 of their key players. But yeah, I think you touched on everything injury wise. Let's get right into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Joe Burrow's playing. Let's start with the defense. This is a great opportunity for this Ravens defense to get after Joe Burrow. I don't know how good their O line has been recently. I haven't watched too many Bengals games, but I don't know if it's regarded as one of the best. I feel like it's better than it has been in recent years, but I think that Zachary Orr can unleash the blitz on this because we've been getting a lot of pressure with our blitz packages. I mean, as we've seen in the past few weeks, and this is another opportunity to get after Joe Burrow, make him see if he's really injured or really truly healthy, or if he's still hobbling a little bit. Get him running, make him flustered. I mean, there might be some rust on that side of the ball. I mean, like we said, he just missed 11 games. I mean, I would blitz him, make him beat you, make him. He could force some mistakes. Um, I'm excited to see what Zachary Orr is going to draw up for this game. I know they got Chase Brown. He's really good. I know they got Jamar Chase. He's really good. But no T. Higgins. The Ravens can focus more on him, double teaming him or whatever they need to do. And then, they don't have another super big threat in the wide receiver game. I mean, Chase Brown can catch. Gesicki can catch. He's pretty good. Yoshivas has made a couple plays, but they're not like a T. Higgins caliber player. So, I wouldn't feel as bad having Chidobe Awuzie, for example, one-on-one with Yoshivas as I would one-on-one with T. Higgins, because those guys are absolutely insane. I mean, they can make double coverage catches like it's nothing. So, Ravens catch a break there. So, yeah, bring the blitz. That's the biggest thing for me on defense. I want to see Burrow under pressure. I want to see him running around in the backfield, testing that foot. Don't let him just sit there and pick you apart. Don't let him get hot early. Get him off of his rhythm from the start and really, like I said, really test and say, make him consider, should I have sat another few weeks? Did I rush myself back? That's what the questions you want Burrow to be asking himself at halftime, because it's so rough out there for the Bengals. So let's get it. Let's do it. You need to keep tackling. There's a little bit of holes in the tackling from some of the guys. I mean, Aloy Gilman missed that big one on Breece Hall last week, so we need to wrap up. Okay, Chase Brown gets slippery. Jamar Chase, we got to get these guys on the ground, and that was a big point of emphasis from John Harbaugh this week too. So hopefully they are really working on that. You don't want to get these people run after the catch, because that Chase is a run after the catch demon. I mean, this dude, as well as burning people deep, he can take a slant for a touchdown, as we've seen in the past. So wrap them up. Need a big game from the linebackers. Need a big game from the safeties in the tackling department, especially if we're bringing the blitz. Okay, I need you to get Burrow in the ground. If you blitz, obviously you're going to have one-on-one matchups. So those guys need to make the tackles, big ones, or else that's how you slip tackles and create big plays. So yeah, bring the blitz, make your tackles, and those are my main things for defense. Honestly, this defense has been playing pretty well. This will be a real big test, playing a very good offense. So just keep doing what you've been doing. Don't get crazy. Don't get cute. You don't have to try to switch things up crazily. Keep doing the things that have been making you a very good defense in the recent history. So, and that is what I think is bringing the blitz and making your tackles and stopping the run. And why not? Why can't we win this game? Honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off a couple of things you said. I do agree with making sure Burrow is not comfortable. What I will say is I'm hoping that Zach Orr doesn't get too antsy with the blitzes. Now, this isn't a regular quarterback we're going up against. This is Joe Burrow. Okay, he's coming back. This is his first game. I don't want to underestimate his potential rust, only because, like, you never know with the kind of. I know it's just Jamar Chase right now without T. Higgins, but certain quarterbacks it won't take long. Like, it didn't really take Lamar long against Miami. He threw 4 tutties. So I will say, for that regard, if you are going to blitz Burrow, I would say please make sure they are precise and make sure you're actually getting that pressure on them. Because again, that's not even just good. Great quarterbacks like a Joe Burrow will pick you apart if you give him enough time or if the blitz does not get there. So definitely don't get too antsy. But I do agree you want to make sure you keep Burrow on his heels at all times. Two, I will say, when it comes to covering Jamar Chase, I know Nate is very keen on covering wide receiver ones. I respect his attitude. I respect his hustle. and I respect his growth over the years' time because he's been super impressive this year. One thing I will say, when it comes to guarding Chase, please make sure you have safety help over the top at all times. If you need Malachi over the top to help out, please get him over there. Chase is not to be reckoned with on one-on-one coverage. Not saying he can't be completely covered one-on-one, but he is an extremely difficult player to cover because of his skill set and what he can do in general. So if you're going to cover Chase, make sure you keep that safety help over the top, whether it's a Alohi, whether it's Malachi. Make sure that corner, whoever's guarding him, has that help so Chase doesn't try to just win the game by himself, because we've seen what Chase has done in past performances against this Baltimore Ravens team. These past couple of times, he's had at least over 180 yards receiving against us with multiple touchdowns. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on him, as well as the run game. Now, I'm not saying the run game is going to go crazy on us, but I will say that our run defense was a little bit leaky in that Jets game. Brees got a couple of good carries. Not anything that's going to make you say, whoa there, buddy. But you definitely want to make sure Chase Brown doesn't get going as much either. Shore up those holes in the run defense. So with Taven Bryan out, I'm guessing, I'm not going to lie, we're probably going to see some Peebles. I'm not going to lie, with Taven Bryan
Yes.
out. So I understand I think the issue with Peebles was that they didn't really trust him much in the run game, which, I mean, okay,
Well, you never
whatever,
know
I
until
get it,
you
but
try it.
exactly. But
That is such a
now they have to see it, right? Now they have to see it because Taven Bryan is hurt. So now we most likely will see what we have in Peebles, and I'm excited to see it. I think he can still be a big contributor. So let's make sure we also keep Chase Brown at a low yard percentage, please. But yeah, I think when it comes to this defense, like you said, they've been playing extremely well. They haven't been really getting too beat by receivers. Like I said, I mean, they've been holding their own, and you got to respect that. So I think when it comes to this defense tomorrow, you do what you've been doing. Oh, and please don't be afraid to continue to try to force turnovers. We will take those too. There's been consecutive games with turnovers. Let's keep that train going. If you want to force and then, of course, Keenan on tackling. You already mentioned it, but I'll re-emphasize tackling in this game is also super important because of the fact that you said when it comes to this Chase, or when it comes to a Chase Brown, these speedy guys who can bust any play for big yardage, you want to make sure you can get them to the ground. I mean, in one of those games against Chase, he took a freaking screen pass like 60-something yards or something like that for a freaking touchdown. So tackling and knowing your angles is going to be important in this one for sure. But really, with this defense, man, you really just want to continue to play how you keep playing, keep everything in front of you, don't let anything get behind you. And I feel like if you stick with that game plan, I think they should be able to get past this Bengals team.
I think they also can get. You said don't blitz too much earlier. I think they've done a better job of using 4 players to get pressure. Draymond Jones, Mike Green, they have really stepped up. And I think they can get after Burrow again, even without blitzing. So if you sprinkle in those
Yeah,
blitzes, you could do it. The difference between last year and this year is our defense was not playing well by the time we were playing the Bengals. Like, we played the Bengals 2 times in like 4 weeks, and that was before we had our little defensive turnaround. This year is a little different. Our defense is coming off like a 4-game stretch of playing pretty good defense. So hopefully we can carry that momentum over to tomorrow night as well, and just make it tough. And I think the turnovers will come with the pressure. You keep getting after Burrow, he might force one. You could get a fumble, you could get a knockout. So you just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Don't try to get it all back in one play. You don't have to get 3 sacks in a row. You can just let the game, just play the game how you've been doing it. Let it come to you. Don't allow anything deep, and you should be okay. I think this defense will be ready. Anything else on that?
I'm trying to look real quick at because I know you mentioned briefly earlier about offensive line rankings. I was really trying to see where this Bengals offensive line ranked. 'Cause I know you said so. At least according to Pro Football Network, in an article posted like 5 days ago, they have like the Bengals as like the 11th best offensive line. So they're they can probably hold their own. We'll see though. Like you said, though, I do like Draymond Jones and Mike Green's chances. They've been playing extremely well over these. Mike Green, Mike Green has been great too, but Draymond has just been such a great addition to this team. His ability to play inside out, has been super useful. So yeah, I think they may be able to get to Burrow with 4, but we really have to see. If we don't see that
You're gonna have to
happening,
get
then
to
we're
him with
gonna have
both
to. Yeah, I agree.
blitz
Yeah, you're gonna have to
and
sprinkle it
send
in.
4. Yeah,
Agreed.
blitz and send 4. And if you could disguise those blitzes even more, maybe force a bad pass from Burrow because he's a little rusty. Should be a little rusty. I don't know. I know Lamar wasn't rusty like you said, but that was only like how many games? 4,
Well, I would
3.
say I would say he was like I would say he was a little bit rusty to start, but again, that wasn't like the picture perfect offensive performance when he played against Miami. But even then, he still threw for 4 touchdowns at like 209. So it wasn't like, oh my God, but I think
And he
with
didn't miss nearly as many games.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So with Burrow, I don't think there won't be rust because he might be. Again, he hasn't seen action, like you said, in what, 11 weeks. So it's been a very, very long time. But
He's going to be trying to
um,
establish comfortability right there, and that's our job not to let him do that quickly.
agreed. Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
great way to put it. Like he's
Crumble
going
the
to try to
pocket.
get
You don't even have to
this.
get to him. Just get him thinking like, oh, shoot. Oh, am I under pressure? Should I throw this ball? Like, if you get him questioning and being like, oh, my God, is my toe? Did I rush back? Then you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, he chose this game to want to come back.
Yeah.
I know last week the coaches held him out against the Patriots. They eventually lost that game. But he was like, listen, man, it's a division rival, Thanksgiving night. He wanted to come back to this one. So it's our job, like you said, to try to make him as uncomfortable as possible so he's not in the rhythm. And eventually, again, we see them again in a couple of weeks. So if he finds his rhythm and then we see him again, obviously it will be a different story. But for now, for his first game back, our job, and you put it perfectly, make him uncomfortable and try to force some bad situations for him.
And I think if we do that, he will force some bad plays and we'll get some turnovers. All right. Anyway, yeah, let's go. Defense, just keep doing what you've been doing. Offense, need a turnaround here. We need to score a little bit more than 20 points. Now, I understand they had a pretty decent second half against the Jets. They scored 20 points. Yeah, I know. It would have been a better offensive day if they weren't so anemic in the first half. Let's not do that. Let's not score 3 points in the first half. Let's score 20 in the first half. That'd be great, at least. Or maybe I won't even. Maybe 2 touchdowns. Maybe I shouldn't get greedy. Let's just not be lethargic in the first half. Let's get things going early. Let's score on the first drive. Let's get a few points and yards and long drives to establish ourselves here in the first half. I mean, I think we can do it. We're matching up pretty well. The Bengals defense has not been good this year. I know they've played better recently against, like, who was it, Pittsburgh, and they did challenge the Patriots a couple times. Yeah, that was pretty good. But overall, we need to establish our dominance. We need the O line to continue doing better. Yes, there was improvement last week. There was. I was reading today. Who was it? Roger Garden allowed 0 pressures. So good job, Roger. Now let's do that again next week or tomorrow.
I think him
Well,
and Stanley did a pretty good job
yeah, Stanley, I
last
don't think
week. Yeah.
allowed any either. So the tackles better. That's great. That's huge. But that interior still got to clean up the mess. But I'll take the improvement though. I will, because who was it? They were matched up on. Rosengarten was matched up on Johnson. Jermaine Johnson allowed 0 pressures. That's pretty damn good. I'll give him credit for that because Jermaine Johnson is one of the better pass rushers in the league for the Jets, and that other guy, McDonald, too. So not much noise from them. I know they got the sack on Lamar, but that was an interior lineman who got that one. So, yeah, that was good. Let's keep going, though. Let's see if other guys can join that club of not allowing any pressures. I don't know who the Bengals have on the O-line. Young guys, I think. Is it Shamar Stewart and what's the other guy? Miles Murphy. Those are younger guys in the interior.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
Shamar
know.
Stewart's I think Shamar Stewart would be on the edge, but I think he's on IR.
Okay, well, either way, they have younger guys to step in for Trey Hendrickson, so let's hold them in check. I don't think that they have as good as edge rushers as we've seen in the past. Definitely not a Myles Garrett. I don't even think a McDonald or Johnson type level player either.
Yeah, so
So
they have. I'm looking at their depth
let's keep
chart
it
right
going.
now. Looks like at least from. I mean, of course, we know B.J. Hill. We're familiar with him, but like you said, a Miles Murphy, Joseph Osai. They have Isaiah
Aside.
Foskey. Um,
So they're solid, but they're not as good as what we've seen. So let's not give them any chance to get excited. Let's not let them get going. Let's not let them start getting hot and saying, "Oh, I can get in the backfield every play." Let's not do that. Let's have another strong game. Roger Rosengarten, Ronnie Stanley, Falele, come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Linderbaum, let's go. And then the other one, Voorhees, let's go. Come on. Focus up. If you guys are playing well, I feel like this offense can do whatever they want to do. Because again, the Bengals secondary has not been very good. So if we can control the line of scrimmage, run the ball with Henry, that'll open up the passing game. We're getting Bateman back. We got Mark Andrews still. We got Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely in the fold. I think we can. There's no reason why we should struggle on offense if the O-line has a good day. That's where it'll get mucky if we start giving up bad pressures, if we're not blocking well, if we're not establishing the line of scrimmage. That's when we start to struggle. Because you saw in the Jets game, we can even use proof. When you see in the second half of the Jets game, Lamar was hitting passes over the middle in rhythm down the field to Zay Flowers and friends and other people too. Why?
Flowers.
Because there was no pressure. He was able to, for the first time in weeks, take a play action, step up in a clean pocket, and fire down the middle. We haven't seen those in a while. So if we can get him comfortable in the pocket, look out, Bengals. Look out. So come on, O-line. I need you to lock in. Let's not take any penalties. Let's establish the line of scrimmage, get the ground game going early, and we should be okay. Honestly, we really should. I think Cam Taylor-Britt, I think he's playing in this game, but he was banged up, I think, a week ago or 2 weeks
No, he's
ago.
on IR.
Oh, he's on IR. Come on, man. Okay. Ravens, I need you to get your crap together. Okay, because we're catching the Bengals with a couple injuries. All right. So let's get it going. Geno Stone. I know he had a pick 6 or something against the Bengals or against the Patriots. Sorry. But he has not been himself since he came to the Bengals. He really hasn't. I mean, Baltimore, he had a great year in 2023. Led the league in interceptions almost. Maybe he did. I don't remember. But then he went to Cincy, got that big contract, has not been the same. So take advantage. Okay, they're banged up a little bit. They traded away Logan Wilson, who at one point was a pretty decent starter for them. So, I mean, that's completely changed. They don't have Pratt anymore, right? I'm like, come on, man. There's been a shift of players on that team too, which also could contribute to their defensive downfall. So come on, Ravens. Don't give them any chance to feel good about themselves. Do your thing. Take home the win. Move the ball. Score points. Y'all got this.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is going to have to be the game where this offense finally gets to clicking again. Many important reasons for that. One of the main reasons being is that we see Pittsburgh right next week after this game, right? So
After a 10-day break.
After a 10-day break, but you need to get this offense going now because we already know how these divisions games go, especially against Pittsburgh. We lose our sense of self when we play Pittsburgh. So you're definitely going to want to get this offense going immediately. Now, this Bengals defense had a bad rep over the season. Rightfully so. They've given up a lot. I know we crapped on our defense, but I know the Bengals defense was pretty much right there with us in that regard. But they've been playing decently these past couple of weeks. I'm not saying they're all pro defense, but I am saying they have been playing decently. Where they given off like the Pittsburgh offense and the Patriots offense a little bit of trouble, right? So definitely, I don't want the Ravens going in here with the mindset of, oh yeah, this defense ass. You go in and execute this offense, and you just don't underestimate these guys. Don't underestimate your opponents. I completely understand how we all feel about the Bengals defense. I do not want to go in here thinking we're going up against an elementary school defense. This is an interdivisional game with high stakes. You need to go in and you need to put your foot on their throat and you need to keep it there. But you do it by doing what Gon said, putting points on the board. We got to get, honestly, I think this should be a big game for our running backs. I would like to see Henry and Mitchell get a decent amount of carries in this game. I
And
think
in
it's
the
going to,
passing game.
agreed.
I got a quick point after you're done.
So yeah, I think this should be a big game for our running backs. I would like to see our run game going well. I don't think this Bengals team is a good run defense team. So I think this will be a day for Henry to not only feast on a plate when he's done with the game, but feast on the field before he gets his plate when he's done with the game. So let's see Henry and Mitchell get some carries to take that pressure off Lamar Jackson. And I would like to see Lamar regain his comfort and his confidence in his passing. I'm not saying he's fully lost it, but we've all noticed these past couple of weeks he hasn't looked very comfortable. There's been some errant throws, there's been some inaccuracies, there's been some miscommunications on routes. Like there hasn't been comfortability and there hasn't been consistency. So I would like to see that established tomorrow night of all days, especially against this Bengals team, because one, again, you want to keep your stronghold on the division. And two, you don't want to give the Bengals any hope because technically they're not mathematically eliminated, but either way, you want to ruin hopes on Thanksgiving. So, Lamar, please just get comfortable. Offensive line, as you mentioned earlier, Gons, please help this young man get comfortable. All right, please protect him. Keep him upright, right? So he has time to make the plays that we know he can make with the receivers. Like you said, Bateman being back is going to be very, very important for this team. He's one of our best separators on the team with route running. So him being back is huge for this offense. Great to see him back. Can't wait to see how he is utilized tomorrow night. But like I said, this game is really about getting this offense back into rhythm. You need it in rhythm as quickly as possible because you were supposed to do it against the Jets. It did not really work out that way. You had a little something in the second half, but in that first half, everything was questionable against a Jets defense that has not played well all year. This is another defense you're going against that has not
Debatable.
played. Okay, it's been on and off. But this Bengals defense has also not played well for a good part of the year. This is a team that you should be able to score decently against, especially because last year we were in 2 shootouts with this exact same team. But last year, offensively, we were actually able to score at a decent rate. Lately, we have not. We have to be able to keep up with this Bengals team if they're going to decide they want to put up multitudes of points offensively. So this offense has to get into a rhythm quickly, and so you don't get lapsed. So for this offensive line needs to hold up. Lamar needs to find his comfortability, and this run game is going to have to be stout in this game. I think those are my 3 things going into this offense.
Yeah, for me, it starts with offensive line. I think this game you can throw a lot of short passes to and get some yak because the Bengals have been one of the worst tackling defenses this season. There's a rookie linebacker out there that absolutely is getting torched when he's in man coverage. I want Keaton on him at all times. I want you to dish it out to him and make him just absolutely make him look silly. All right. I forget his name. It's like number 49.
Well,
I don't know. You can find that.
We have Demetrius Knight Jr. and we
Is
have
that
Barrett
him?
Carter.
I
Let
don't
me
know.
see.
One of those guys are getting torched. I mean, against Pittsburgh, I watched the entire first drive from Aaron Rodgers. The touchdown was absolutely embarrassing. Like the actual
Demetrius
play. He
Demetrius
flipped it
Knight
to
Jr. is number
Gainwell.
44.
No, I don't know. I don't know who it is. But
so you're talking about Barrett Carter. He's
is
number
it?
49.
Maybe it's him. Dude, Kenneth Gainwell, he threw a flat route, and he was already on the left side. Gainwell still beat him to the edge. I mean, and then he was missing more. He also was the one that Darnell Washington just absolutely face planted with a stiff arm. So let's go after him. All right, if he's out there in man coverage, cook him, please. Use your matchups. There's no Cam Taylor-Britt, who's been good for them recently in the past few years. I don't even know if the DJ Turner has been banged up too. I think he should be playing.
I think he's playing.
Yeah, but he's been dealing with injuries, so he's not. He's like a lot of the Ravens, though. He's been banged up as well. So I mean, just take your matchups. Take the matchups. They're gonna play some man. They're gonna challenge you to throw it underneath so they can make the tackle. Get after him. Throw some screens to Zay. Zay's been doing some pretty good things after the catch, especially on some of these wide receiver screens. Like we said, Keaton Mitchell, get the running backs involved in the passing game. Get Derrick Henry involved in the passing game. Get them on their toes. I mean, come on now. So, yeah, that's it. That's honestly it. Running the ball, being creative, but it all starts with up front. If you're not getting good blocking or push, nothing you do is not going to matter. That's why I haven't been spending too much time on these episodes going, oh, they need to play action bootleg more, or they need to run inside zone. If they can't block, I don't care what they run. It's not going to be good. So once you can get that straightened out, then you can start opening your bag for Monken. Anyway, I think that's about it. I think we're ready to move to the predictions. All right, Dom, what's the score and who's winning?
I think the Ravens can take this one. I think they can take it in Burrow's debut. I'm going to give it 31-24 Ravens. I think they can win it 31-24.
Okay. How many touchdowns for Lamar?
Let's give him three. Let's give him three. Let's give him 3 touchdowns.
Oh, okay. So a relatively good day for this offense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And over under for Derrick Henry, over 100 yards?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give him that.
So Dom's predicting a big day at the office for this offense.
Yeah,
and
I think they can take advantage. Yeah, I think they can take advantage of it. This Bengals run defense is so I think Henry can take advantage of that, get some good pops. I think he can crack a big one too if he feels like it.
If we can give
me Henry over 100.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If we can focus up, do our thing, bring energy with you. It's going to be purple color rush at the stadium, as you can see in my background. It's going to be, what is it? Purple rains on Thursday night. Let's go, man. Bring the energy. The Ravens can get this win by 10, I think. Give me the Ravens in a 30-20 victory.
Oh, shucks. I like it.
And that's going to do it, I think. Anything else, Tom, before we transition out?
Nah, man. Excited to watch tomorrow night. It should be fun. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Hope you guys enjoy a good day of football. Enjoy your time with your families. Enjoy time with your friends. If you have to work, I indeed have to work, so I'm one of them. If you have to work, just get through the day. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy holidays. Enjoy your football days, and go Ravens.
We got a lot of good games tomorrow, starting with the Packers and Lions at 1:00, followed by the Chiefs, Cowboys, and then the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Bengals. So good lineup of games to go with our plates of food. So it's going to be great. Me as in the rest of the world as well, I'll probably be sleeping in the second quarter of the Cowboys game because, unless it depends on when you eat. Some people eat late. Some people eat in the afternoon so they can watch football all day. I don't know, but it depends on if we eat early. We eat honestly like at around 2 or 3. So I'll be sleeping probably during that game to gear up for this Ravens game at 8:00. But who knows? Maybe I won't be. I'm excited. It's Thanksgiving. I always love Thanksgiving for the football and the family and the food. So it's going to be a good time. Ravens, please handle your business and make it a great Thanksgiving.
Hey man, they didn't
end the day off great.
They didn't ruin our Christmas, so I'm gonna keep faith that they aren't going to ruin our Thanksgiving.
So please, let's just do it. I know we can. I think we're the better team, clearly. Even with the struggles we've had on offense, I think we can handle business. All right, guess we'll see. One way to find out is we'll see by tomorrow night. All right, everybody, thanks again for stopping by. We had a couple of people come in and out, so we appreciate you guys swinging by. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you like these and want more. We hopefully will be back on Friday for a pregame before a little bit of a break until the next week. I know we can't do a live show right after the game because I believe Dom's going to be with his family. So we'll figure that out for Friday, but that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully the Ravens get it done. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Gons. That's Dom. Please, Ravens, get it done. Hope you all enjoy your Thanksgivings. We'll see you later. We're signing out, and go Ravens.